Yeah. So up to yesterday, just we have seen only how to log into the server, right? I can do like this: MySQL -uroot -p. My password directly I will enter every time. Who will enter? Okay. So I'm entering like this, straightforward. I'm entering. So after once logged in, actually you can able to reset the password for the root user. No need to keep whatever earlier you set, right? No need to keep that one. Earlier there is a alternative update password is there. Now they completely removed in 8 series. Until 5.7 update set user table directly you can set the password, but now it's deprecated. Only you can use alter user only, straightforward alter user username with password. Okay, see, I will make like this, identified by, I will make the password 1234 Nagaraju #1234. Okay, 1234, just like, just you do that one, exit, just exit. Now try with old password, it will throw error, right? Let me give the new password. Okay, I'm able to log into the server. This is just resetting password of root user. Okay, later I will do one more thing. Actually, once I logged into the server, check the status. Normally if you see, it is displaying like that, right? For every connection I have logged in with a root user. For every user one connection ID is there, right? For me connection ID is 30. Okay, 13. This is my connection ID, like a PostgreSQL PID. For MySQL we have a connection ID. For this request, this is the connection ID. You can treat like a session ID as well. Okay, and one more thing, root user, connected user, actually root user, local database, right? Local host, connected from local host. SSL certificates by default my software creating, but I have not enabled. If you enabled SSL, automatically it will display SSL mode is enabled actually. Okay, server, if you see the server version 8.0.29, this is the latest version actually. Okay, and one more thing, character set UTF-8 MB4, this is the character set. This is your socket file, your port is there, right? Default port 3306. For your port, actually in the socket file that port number will be there. And one more good thing is actually you can able to find it uptime. When was the server came up, from how long my server is up and running actually. These details normally in PostgreSQL you can see from the postmaster PID file. In the PID file, that one will be there. When server came up, what is the port it is running, these details, which is the version, that all details will be displayed in PostgreSQL. Okay, postmaster.pid file, but in MySQL status command will display that entry. Okay, later see, once you logged in, how to find out your data directory, that is very important. You connected, okay, how can I find it? In PostgreSQL show data underscore directory, right? In MySQL I can go with a select @ data directory. Okay, I can go like this. For example, no, not like that. Any command, show command, yes, we have a command actually. Show variables, like you go with a data dar, try this one. Okay, see this one. What is happened? Show variables like Oracle, like PostgreSQL, we don't have select name comma setting, that metadata table not there. Here is there either @ variable name. This is variable name, right? Like that you can get the value, or else you can give show variables. See, keyword also variables. Don't think like a Rambabu, this is single variable, right? Don't think like that. Some people will try like this. So variable, it will fail. There is no option called variable. Variables only. So variables, like condition mandatory. Even you are giving exact one. See, I will do one thing. 1 minute. Let me stop the video. Yeah. Even though I'm giving exact variable name. Variable name means you can think like a parameter. In that case, I will give like this. If I know the exact variable, I will not give percentile. Percentile means like. Here, first time giving percentile means starting with anything. End at the end percentile means end with anything. Like Rambabu data directory new. In that case, it will be treated like a first percentage anything, last percentage anything. You can take it actually. Okay, that one. Now 1 minute. Let me open my. I will go here. Okay, let it run. So see this one, okay? Like that, up to you. But don't avoid this variables one. Who will run all the things? Simply I can do select @ data date, right? That is very simple. Or else I can do like this, thing without giving ampersand. If I know the exact variable name, exact setting name, I can give like this. Okay, say variables data directory, default data directory, varlib MySQL, we know that. Okay, next one. After that, base directory. Base directory means, see here, where is your software? Select @base actually. So this one, where exactly your software utility is located? My utility is located. Anyone remember where it is located? All the utilities? USR bin, right? In USR /USR folder, all the in the bin location, all the utilities are there actually. Okay, that is base one. Server port, you can get it like this. Select @ port. Okay, this is also okay. Or else simply you can do like this, variable port, right? You can give the port, up to you. Okay, how you will give it, up to you. This is, if this is easy, you can do this one. If this is comfortable, you can use this one. Default port 3306, right? Perfect. And one more good thing with MySQL, for executing the query, how long it is taking, each and everything, not only this one, each and every query, how much time it is taking to execution, that time will be displayed here, 0.01 second, right? This one very simple with 0 seconds, like that actually. Now I'll do one thing. See, very important thing, this one. To know only user, right? Select current _ user. Right now, you connected to which user? Root user. This guy has permission on only local host. Okay. I want to get more details. I want to get more details about users, not only root user, any other user. If any user I'm creating, what are the details? I can get it. From which table this information is there? Anyone has idea? All the users, which metadata table it is storing? MySQL.user table. In MySQL, see, for your information, show databases. See, show databases. If you see, how many databases are there default in MySQL? 4. One is information schema, another one MySQL, another one performance, another one sys actually. Information schema only for SQL basics and SQL metadata. Performance schema, all parameter related. System database for all system related one. MySQL, just like a giving all the details which are required for regular uses. For example, see, right now I have not connected to any database. Let me connect to the specific database. Akbar, you can stop the video. See this one. So now what I can do here, so databases, right? I will connect to specific database. Default, I will not connect any database. So I will connect to MySQL database. Right now database changed, right? Database is changed. If you want, @ database, check the database. Select database. What is the keyword yesterday used? Anyone remember? Current _ database, I think so. No. So see, select database function actually. You have connected to MySQL database. You have decided to display the tables. Okay. So tables. What are the tables are there in MySQL? I want to display. If you want to display, see, first actually column privileges. Component is one table. DB is one table. General log is another table. If you see InnoDB table stats, InnoDB index stats, password history, if any plugins are there, and few replication related things. And one more important thing, actually user. If you see user table is there, right? That one will store all the data. This one, see, so create table. I want to see the definition of user table. For your information, in PostgreSQL or MySQL, complete different approach. In Oracle, sorry, in MySQL, So create table. This one will give all the tables definition. Here I want user table definition. If I do like this, semicolon, it is coming in a regular format, right? If I want to display the output in a regular format, /G. PostgreSQL, you are using \x, right? In Oracle, you are using set lines, set pages. In MySQL, we will use \Z. It will print the output in a vertical format. Yesterday, we discussed already. See, the table definition, straightforward, you can copy this definition and somewhere you can create the table. See, scroll up. Little bit scroll up actually. Create table, username, that complete definition, host, user, select privilege, insert privilege, update privilege. Everything will be there in the user table only. Okay, all the things I will get it from one table. If you go with Oracle or PostgreSQL, list of users one table, list of permissions one table, list of roles one table, password related information another metadata table, like that, right? But MySQL, good thing is everything they kept it in one table. We'll see that. Okay. Now see, default, this table created with which engine? InnoDB engine. Default, any table by default created with InnoDB engine until unless if you mention the engine name. Okay. This is one thing. So create table. I can do one more thing also. DESC. See, describe. DESC user actually. Okay. DESC user table. Each and every column. That column data type, everything will be displayed here actually. DESC, describe the table. Okay. Describe the table. I'm describing the user table. Almost 51 columns. Each 51 columns, what data type it will allow, that one it will print it actually. Okay. So now what I will do, I don't need all the fields. I will take few details of the root user. See, select username, max connections. How many connections root user can establish? Authentication string, password expired, when it will expire, password last changed, when it was changed, password lifetime, how many days it will be alive, whether account locked or not, password reuse time. For example, today I reset one password, tomorrow I will reset another one. So tomorrow same password I'm resetting, it will say error. Yesterday you have used same password, today also you are using same password. It is not possible. So you can use last 5 times, don't use. Go with a 6 one. Like last 5 passwords you should not use for the this one, password reuse. If I mention the condition. See now, for example, root user is there actually. Okay, root user, this one. Max connection limit, unlimited. 0 means unlimited. I have not mentioned anything. He can able to make n number of connections. Authentication string. Anyone aware about PostgreSQL PG underscore shadow field, right? I think all are aware. In PG underscore shadow metadata table, my password will be stored in the format of encrypted format, right? See, here authentication string means my password stored in a encrypted format. Password expired, no, right? Password last changed, this time. Password lifetime, I have not kept. That means default unlimited, okay? Account locked, no. Password reuse time, nothing mentioned actually. I have not given any reuse time. I have not mentioned any lifetime actually, okay? These are the details. If any user, for example, if they're coming and they are saying, hey, with the current password, I'm not able to log into the server. Check whether password expired or not. You can check actually, okay? First you check and then make sure your password expired or that guy forgot the password, okay? Sometimes default minimum 4 attempts or 5 attempts he will do. With wrong password, automatically account will get locked. That one also we can define. We'll see that, okay? When it will get locked and all, that one we'll see. For example, how to get this password? You will give one password. For that, it will give a encrypted password. This is 8 onwards. This one came. Select, concat, star, upper. This function is there. In this function, for example, for any user, see, Ram for Nagaraju, that password is there, right? My password is Nagaraju #1234 actually. Okay. So this one is the encrypted password actually. Okay. encrypted password. If it is a MySQL native plugin actually, you can get the exact password. But right now it is using SHA plugin, highly encrypted. So you cannot get the original encrypted value. I will show native password plugin. That time you can get the exact password and it's a encrypted value. We'll see that. Wait for some time. I will explain. Now see, for example, I want to prevent reusing the password of last 6 passwords. Okay, last time, for example, I have reset the password 5 times. Now, next time, if I'm going to reset the password, last 5 passwords I should not mention. If I give to that user, it should not take. Okay, that is the one thing. Second thing, passwords newer than 60 days, 65 days actually. Okay, 2 things I can give. Either last 5 days or 6 days or 30 days, whatever it is. 5 times or 6 times, that one I can put the condition, or else whatever the password last 365 days you have used, right? You should not reuse that password. For making reuse, I have 2 intervals. One is number of days, one is number of times actually. Okay. So normally, if you want to make it global across all the users, whatever the user creating, new user creating, if you want to apply for all users, you can keep these entries in my.cnf file. Okay, or else if you don't want for all users, if you want only for one user, you can put like this. See now what I will do. Where is my conf file? Exit cd etc my dot etc lsfnltr my dot cnf file is there. Open this file. Okay, open this file. Some parameters are there. Default data directory, default socket directory, default error message where exactly need to store, and default PID file where exactly it need to create PID file under MySQL D component. This is a component. Under this component, I mentioned this one. Now, one more thing you want to make sure. For example, if you want to keep the password reset, right? First you check whether these fields, either password history or password reuse internal one, static parameters or dynamic parameters, you need to check first. Bad thing in MySQL, this is the one of the drawback in MySQL. You cannot say in DB level, by seeing the parameter name, you cannot define this is a static and this is a dynamic variable. You cannot define. There is no metadata table. Only thing, MySQL website only. See this one, right? Password history in MySQL. If you see this variable, straightforward, it will go to the this one actually, server system variables. See, server system variables, click that website. Each and every parameter will be there. Which is static, which is dynamic, they will explain. Okay. See here, let me check for the parameter. Password history. It is global actually, okay, not for a user specific. If you want to set all the users, whatever the users you are creating, all the users, it will be applicable. Dynamic, see, dynamic static, it will mention. Can someone tell me dynamic means restart required or not required? Dynamic.
Not required.
Not required. Just if you set the value, that is enough, right? Straightforward, you can do that actually. Okay. What I can do here, come here first. I don't need to keep in this one as well. No need to keep in conf file as well, but just to make sure what are the parameters we changed, right? Always best practices, we'll keep it in a my.cnf only. Use MySQL. Okay, now check the variables. So variable, what is the variable name? So not so variables. So variables like my variable name is password something, right? Password history. I know the exact value. Okay, exact value, it is 0. 0 means not enabled actually. So we'll do one thing. I don't want to allow last 2 passwords. I will not give 6. If I give 6, testing not possible, right? We'll do one thing. I will give last 2. Don't repeat the last 2 passwords. So for that, set global password history equal to password history equal to 2. That means I don't want to allow last 2 one. Okay. Check this. So variable password history, right? You see the value became 2, right? That means last 2 times password you should not use. Okay. And one more thing, password reuse interval. Actually, interval also I'm giving how many days password I cannot repeat. So I will do one thing. This one I will make it like a 2 days. Whatever the password you have used last 2 days, right? I don't want to allow that one. Take this parameter, whether static or dynamic. So if you see, this is also global and at the same time dynamic, right? Variable name is this one. Password reuse interval. Okay, we'll do one thing. Last 2 days, whatever the password used, don't repeat it. So for that, set global password reuse interval. Actually 2 days I'm giving. Okay. So now check variable. So variables like this one, I know the exact parameter, right? Like this. Okay. Like this, you can keep it. It's also 2 days. Last 2 days password I should not use, and last 2 passwords I should not use. Now both are reflected. We'll do one thing. For root user password, first one is naga@123 Nagaraju. Nagaraju as 123. Second one, Nagaraju as 1234. Let me try to reset the password. Okay. Reset the password. I will do one thing. Alter user. Before that, just check this one. Any password. Oh, yep. Wait a minute. What I will do. So this user level, instead of user level, directly I will try to reset the password. Alter user /root localhost, right? Localhost identified by also /123. Okay, let me give that one. Actually, wait, it's not reflected. Wait. Wait. Global, I set it. It's on previously created user, right? 1 minute. Alter user, username, password history, true. What it is saying actually. So both the conditions not satisfying my one, right? So why it is not satisfying? Already what I done? This one, right? So previous password only. Previous password this one. Next password Nagaraju /123. I will do one thing. This time I will make it as a something different. Okay. I will not use the previous passwords. Rambabu #123 123 actually. Okay. I reset the password. Let me check this one. Array. Sorry. Let me try to set this value. What happened to this one? I have not repeated this password. Just 1 minute. What is the latest password I used? Oh, sorry, 123. This one I used it, right? Latest one. Let me take this one. 123. Logged in. Let me try to do this one actually. I want to change this condition. Just a minute. Oh, sorry. My bad. Actually, now you do one thing. You try to do one thing actually. So Same thing I will do it actually. This is not a right condition. This is wrong one actually. Alter username. Let me do one thing. Identified by. Let me make the same password. Nagaraju #123. So now see. What is wait? Alter user, not Rambabu. Wait a minute. It's a root user.
Yes, spelling is also wrong now.
Which one?
Yes,
One is username also wrong. Identified by. Accept. Identified by. Okay. So what it is saying actually? Now it is scolding me, right? If I want to use the last two passwords, any password actually it will throw error. Why? It is not meeting the password policy, right? Password history policy I mentioned. Don't use the last two passwords, okay? Today one and yesterday one, don't use it. Other than that, if you want to use, you can use it actually, okay? So that one. If I remove the condition, if I remove that password condition, I can able to reset password, but best approach is follow this one. Which one? Password, this one, what it is, yeah. Password policy standard you follow, not only these two things. See, one is password reuse interval also, it will work actually, okay? Either last 365 days one or last 6 passwords, both conditions it will satisfy, okay? It is global one, always best practice actually. Best practice, you keep it in a my.com file. Whatever the entries you set it, right? You know, keep in mute, please. Sorry. Mute. Maybe Akbar wants some problem. Akbar system today. He is connecting from mobile. Yeah, see this one. What are the parameters I set it just now? Little bit scroll up. Yeah, these two, right? Password history and password reuse. These two parameters. You keep it in a this one. Exit. Always best practice this one. What are the parameter you change it? The parameter you can keep it in this folder. Okay. So first one, password history, 2, and one more thing is there, right? Password reuse. Just for team understanding, we have modified these parameters. For team understanding purpose, I can do this one. Okay. No tracking for this one. That is the main problem. So you can make it how many days, last how many days password you don't want to use. I am making 10 days actually. Okay. You keep it. And one more thing actually, this one dynamic parameter, right? You no need to require any restart actually. And one more thing is there. Some people directly they will log in and they will reset the password, right? See, if I'm logging into the database, I have logged into the this one, right? Let me log in. Use my SQL database. If I'm trying to reset the password, alter user, something is there, right? I will do one thing. Nagaraju 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time I'm giving. Okay. What it is saying actually? Yeah, sorry, not Rambabu. Wait a minute. The previous spelling error one only came. I'll do manual. I'll type alter user, root user, right? Root user @localhost. Localhost spelling correct only. Identified, for example, Nagaraju 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm giving actually. Okay. 4, 5 I'm giving. My password, it is not a reused one, right? It is a brand new password actually. Password reset done. So it is not asking anything. Simply it is resetting the password. But MySQL given one more good option. Whenever you are trying to reset your password, right? It will ask your old password. First enter the old password. Then only it will allow you to reset the password. Okay. For that, you need to reset one more parameter. Password require current. Okay. Whenever you are going to reset the password, it should ask the current password. For that, you need to enable that parameter. Go to here, go to system variables page, right? Go to that page. This is also dynamic, global, dynamic, right? Dynamic. So you do one thing very simple. Check what is the default value. So variables like no need percentage. I know the exact parameter, right? So by default off actually. We'll do one thing. Set global. Global password require current is on. I will make it as a on. Okay. Let me do one thing. Same parameter you display once again. Okay, this one. Okay, it's on. And one more thing to reflect, make it plus privileges. It should reflect, right? Or else one exit, you can log in. You can log in with this password, previous password. Always try to remember the previous password. Okay. Anyway, I'll tell you without password how to log in. I will cover, but before that, you just make sure you should not forget the password. Okay, I'm logging into the MySQL. I'll do one thing. Let me try to reset the password. Alter user. I will let me take that statement every time. Who will type? This is the correct statement, right? Alter user identified by. I will do one thing. Rajesh Ash 1 2 3 4. Okay, I'm giving actually it reflected 1 minute. What is that thing? Just a minute. Wait a minute. It's not reflected. Policy okay. Due to that policy, password reset not working. Okay, but it could ask the current password. Sam's hash 1 2 3 2 3 4. Oh, it's not affecting. I will come back on this. It should affect. See, whenever you are entering, it should ask the old password. Then only should allow the new password. Okay, without entering old password, it will not allow. Okay, just like a double confirmation. Anyway, if you are logging and resetting your password means you entered correct only, but double check, it will make sure actually. Okay, that's what that part we'll see. I will come back on that part. Why it's not working? It should work actually. Okay, I will come back on that part. And one more thing actually, see, one user already there. One user already there, right? And now what I will do, for example, see, select user host from MySQL.user. Okay, MySQL.user is there, root user is there. Right now I'm allowing root user from the only local host. This time I can do one more thing. I can create one more user, create user. Once you given, right, you cannot modify this one. Create user, username, root, at the rate percentile actually. Okay, percentile identified by. So you can give the same password. What are the current password you are using for root user, right? Same password. I need to use that actually. Okay, so let me take Sam's 1 2 3 4 is there, right? You can use both. Okay, now see, if you see what will happen, even though one user is there, still I can create one more user by mentioning the different host actually. Okay, but try to make sure same password. Okay, same password only. Wrong password means it will not work. Different password. Okay, you should have a same password. One user, multiple hosts. That means I cannot make local host comma and specific IP address comma. I cannot make it actually either percentile or else specific cider. That is the reason by creating user itself will do that one. Okay, alter not possible. Alter for this one host not possible. One time created, you created, that's it. Okay, now see, I will do one thing. I created user, right? Now what I will do, this one, select username, password expired, password last change, password lifetime, account locked. From user, my user is root user, right? See, where user equal this one. So 2 entries are appearing. Okay, same user, but 2 entries are appearing. And one more thing I can do that, right? My authentication string is there. Let me take the authentication string, select, where it is. Same table, I can get the authentication string. Spellings bit conflict, that's what actually I'm taking this one. 1 minute. Let me get the authentication string. There it is. User comma authentication string. User comma authentication string from user, MySQL.user. You no need to mention. Already you connected to MySQL database, right? User, where user equal to root. Okay, root. Let me mention that one actually. 1 minute. DSC. Copy paste wrong. User limit 1. Let me take one user detail, then I can get it. Exact column name I can get it. Insert privilege, so privilege 1 minute. Table. Where is authentication one? Authentication string. Lazy, better. Wait. Just a minute. Simple. You don't need to worry. Select star from user where this one I will do one thing. One record I will display in this format. Okay. Select user comma authentication string, right? From user where user is equal to root, right? Root actual. Okay. Root. This one see. Even though same password, that SHA1 actually very high level encryption. SHA1. Okay. That is the reason it is showing like a both are two different entries actually. Okay. See this authentication and this authentication. I will show you one more MySQL native authentication. Then you will come to know. I will create one user. Create user Raja identified with MySQL native password by Raja. For example, this one is there. 1 minute. What is happening? Your password doesn't satisfy the current policy requirement. Minimum, right? Minimum 8 characters. Okay. Password policy, that one. #1234. Okay. So I created a user. So if you see this one, same details, where user equal to Raja. So native password little bit weak compared to anything I done wrong? User create, sorry, after that, sorry, my bad. I have not created the user, right? Create user. Why? Simply you are seeing, no one is telling if any error message comes. See, after the create user statement failed, I thought same statement executed, but it's select statement. So this one, I created user, right? So now get it actually. So this is for authentication string, okay? Authentication string, this one. So for example, let me do one thing actually. So native password and this one you compare. This is highly encrypted compared to native password. So this password is there, right? I can get it directly. I can get the string. Let me show you that one as well. Now before that, if any user password, if you want to make it expire, you can make it expire very simple. See, alter user Raja user password, I made it expire wantedly. Okay. Now check where it is. I have one more table, right? The user is locked or not. Previous one. Scroll up, little bit scroll up. This one. Password expired or not. You can get it from this query. Already I kept it in Notepad, Raja. So see, password expired, right? Whenever password expired, you can do one thing actually. You can make it unlock, account unlock. Most of the times, we will get these kind of requests. Well, they will use directly wrong password. The account will get locked actually. Locked means, see, you need to unlock it. So once I'll do unlock, you see this account unlock, right? Earlier password expire. Arrow not coming the previous query. That is the biggest bad attack actually. So see, it's still password expired only, right? What you need to do? First thing, I will make it password expire at the same time. I'll do one thing. The account lock also. I will make account lock. Okay, both are done. Account lock and password expiration. See. Account locked. Y. Account locked S and password expired Y, right? We'll do one thing. Now I will unlock it first. Simple. Unlocking simple. Alter user, username, account unlock. But no use. Even though account unlocked, if password expired, user cannot able to connect, right? See, account still locked actually. 1 minute. This one I need to unlock. Account unlock. First let unlock. Okay, unlocked. Now you check whether still it is locked is there or not. Account not locked. Okay, it's unlocked. What about password expiration? If you want to make password active, what is the solution? Any option or how can I make this password working? How can I make this?
You need to give some range, I think.
Sorry?
You need to specify some time range, I think.
No. Already expired password, right? Only option is you need to reset the password. Okay. So alter user, username Raja, right? @ percentile identified by expired password. Need to renew means resetting only. Identified by Nagaraju #123 what it is saying? Password policy not meeting, right? Previous password I'm using. So we'll do one thing. Sam's #1234. Okay. 12345. So password reset done. Now check it whether still password is expired state or not. Most of the time, see, I have seen number of requests for the same thing actually. Most of the time, either account will be locked or else password will be expired. Most of the time, some people, they will not take actions on the fly. See, password last change time also coming, right? Just now, I changed the password. Check, select now. So this is current timestamp 9:54:45. Just 30 seconds back, password reset changed, right? Okay, forget about that. One thing, I need to remember my root password. Multiple times I will log in, right? Not Raja, alter user, where it is. Just a minute. Root user password I have done reset. Alter user reset. This one failed. Yeah, my root password is Sams1234, right? Let me keep it aside. I need this one. Later, else problem. I will keep it. Okay. And one more thing. Not only this one. Sams123. Okay. Let me safe side. I'll do one thing. I will exit. I will keep that one only. Else I'll forget. Sams #123. 1234. Yeah. So this is my password. Okay. Let it be. Now I'll do one thing. Failed login attempts. Okay. Then the password should get lock actually. Okay. If you entered wrong password 3 times, so then it should get the lock. Okay. We'll do one thing. Raja user is there. I will do one thing. Failed login attempts 3, password lock time 3. 3 times if you enter wrong password, this one should be locked. Okay. So for this, what I will do, okay. Now this one, right? If you want to check whether, see, so settings, I want to check that settings. So create table. So create table or else you can do this one. So create user, any object, you can check the create statement. For example, how someone has created the Raja user or root user, how to get it? See, so create user Raja, right? So create user, if you see this one, failed login attempts 3 and password lock time 3. Okay, these two are there. With these two, these 3 conditions should satisfy actually. I know the password. Where is the password? Raja user also I know the password, right? Sams12345 Raja user. Wantedly I will give the wrong password. See. So this is my root one. Let it be. This time I will go with the Raja user. Raja user. Let me give the original password. I know the original password. Okay. Just a minute. What is that? Raja password Sams12345, right? This one. You take this one. Sams12345. Enter. Sorry, I entered wrongly. Complete one. Yeah, you can able to connect, right? If I give correct password, you can able to connect. We'll do one thing. Wrong password wantedly giving. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay. What happened? time. Account is blocked for 3 days. Okay, 3 days due to 3 consecutive failed logins. If anyone getting this error, what you need to do? Immediately log in with which user? Root user. Root user. Now check this user situation. Whether account get locked or not, you can check. Here it is, the details. Previous query I should have somewhere. I don't like this one. Upper arrow not given previous query. So let me get the previous query I have, right? Select user, password expired or not, password last changed, password lifetime, right? That one you can take it. Enter. Okay, what? You need to connect to MySQL, right? Perfect. Enter. Password expired. No, not expired. Account locked. What? Why 1 minute? Password last changed this one. Account locked. No, it is showing. 1 minute. Which user it is locked? Okay, Raja user only locked. But if I check, it is not showing actually. Wait. Let me check for another 3 parameters. Okay. Already I given failed login attempts, right? So account only blocked. I will do one thing. I will increase the value. Okay. So what is that one? Earlier one actually failed login attempts 3 only. Now I'll do one thing. I will give option. At least you can use more. Okay. Come here. Come here actually just 6 times, making 6 times actually. Okay. I made it. Exit. Now let Raja try to connect with the original password. I think I have his original password. Yes, he can able to connect it. Okay. Why? As I have already extended. So create user. Okay. Raja. So if you see this one, failed login attempts, I am allowing, or else it will take 3 days actually. Okay. After 3 days only that count will become failure count will become 0. Or else if you want immediate login, you can increase the failed login attempts. Okay. It will count the previous one as well. Now, which user you connected, that user you can take it from current user, right? This one. Okay. And one more thing. Now, very important thing is there. Sometimes actually what I will do, I will not allow user. Okay. Wantedly, I will prevent the access. See, update user table, set plugin equal to MySQL no plugin, where user equal to Raja. Wherever user Raja is there, right? Use MySQL. What happened? Use MySQL. Access denied for user Raja. Database MySQL. Why? I given already permissions, right? Percentile to database MySQL. Arun, any idea?
No.
No idea?
No, Ram.
Let me check. Is not able to connect to database, default database. Use MySQL. So, for example, completely I don't want to allow this guy. Who Raja, I don't want to access to database server. MySQL no login. Okay. You can make the user no login. Raja password is correct only. Okay, Raja password is correct. You can able to connect. Wait. Some parameters not working as expected. So now already I done with this one, right? Use MySQL. Previous one, let me take. Select user comma plugin from user, where user equal to will take for Raja user. So Raja no login. Let take for root user. Root user actually default password encryption. This plugin is there. So now we cannot connect actually. Raja. Okay, what happened? See, don't get frustrated immediately. Okay, MySQL, if any command you entered, it will not work by default. Every time you need to enter plus privileges. Okay, just for updating, just like a reflection. Don't forget plus privileges you need to use. Okay, then only it will get reflect. Okay, after this one, for me worked right. See, password on command interface can be insecure. Plugin. MySQL no plugin is not loaded actually. So this guy cannot able to connect. Let me go with root. So I will go with a, instead of this one no plugin, I can go with a MySQL native one actually, native password plugin. So this one, see, I will go with a MySQL native password, alter user. I logged in with root user, right? Use MySQL whenever plugin is no login plugin. Later, if you want to make it working, alter user, not alter, right? Update, right? Previous command, MySQL one, update user table set plugin equal to MySQL native password plugin. Okay, native password plugin where user equal to Raja. If I give the correct password, see, plus privileges. Okay, exit from there. You directly log in with Raja user. He can able to connect now. Okay. So this part I'll come back. Why he cannot able to log into this database? I'll come back. You need to give the initial privilege. Just keep on hold for some time. Okay. So like that, I can able to make it my user password as this one. Okay. Now I'll do one thing. See. This one only current password actually. Yeah. Sorry. Current user also there. Current host also there. Or else I don't want to get it simply. I want something else means you can use this substrings actually. So current user only. From the current user field, you can get host separately, user separately. See, I'll do one thing. Let me log in with root user. Okay, use MySQL. Select current user, right? Current user. If you see root at the root, localhost appearing, right? Some people actually they are more this one curious. These kind of logical thinkings. Only print the user print the username, or else only print the host name. Some people will think like that. For that, see, I can print only host name.
19.
Sorry, keep in mute. Sorry. Next one, see, I can able to print if required only host name and only username also possible with these strings actually. Okay, normally not that much important, but you can get some knowledge actually. If anyone asked, can we print username separately, host name separately, you can tell them, yes, we can print it actually. Okay, that one. So later, reset the root password. See, reset the root password. How can I do that? Normally, if you don't know the password, sometimes this will happen, right? If I don't know the password, what I can do? Very simple. I will go with this one. See, exit. But if you don't know the password, resetting, I'm talking about root user only. If you don't know the root user, how to reset the password? I need mandatory. But for the first time, I don't have password. Very simple. Just stop the services. Service MySQL D stop, right? We stop the services. So now what you will do after stopping the services, go to the bin location actually. Okay, bin location or anywhere up to you. Wherever you want to keep, you keep it. See, file name is CD. Just go to this location, right? So in this location, what I can do, UTC vi init.sql. Okay, init dot you can create a file name SQL. Escape I. For example, I want to make it alter user, root user, localhost identified by some password I'm giving. Okay, let me password actually. It will not take minimum 8 characters required, right? From Babu hash 54321. Okay, I will keep this entry in the init.sql. After that, change the permission. That is important. 777 init.sql. Okay, init.sql. You do one thing. Very simple. After that, start manually. Don't do this one. Just stop the manually. How I will stop it? I will start it actually. No hub, MySQL D, or else directly you can do MySQL D process. MySQL D process is there, right? After that, for that you can pass it. Init file. Init file equal to my one class etc init.sql. etc init.sql. Init.sql. Okay. Init.sql. Then we need with same user, right? Hyphen user, MySQL user. Try to start service like this. Okay. So check jobs. It's running, right? MySQL running. ps-ef grep MySQL. My MySQL service is running actually. What is the password? etc init.sql. Init.sql. This is the password. su-MySQL. Okay. Alter user. No, MySQL, right? Now try to log in manually. MySQL -u root -p hash 1234. Okay. Rambabu 52. This one. This one actually. Let me log into the server. Use MySQL. Okay. Change the password. Whatever the password you want, you can change it. Alter user /root @ localhost, right? Localhost identified by okay Sam's hash 4321. Okay, like that you make it plus privileges. Okay, exit, just exit. So MySQL D stop. Already it's running, right? Previous one, stop the services, grab MySQL. Okay, see this one, even though you stopped it, it's running, right? So you need to do one thing, kill it actually. Okay, kill -9 main process. I will kill it. This is the main one, right? Hey, what happened? Just a minute. I killed the main process. Server going reboot actually. MySQL thread, I killed it. I switch it to MySQL process, right? Just a minute. Sorry. So if you don't know the password also, no issue. Okay. Root password. Earlier we are getting from temp, right? There log MySQL D process from that log file. I'm getting the password, default password, but you no need to worry. If it is not coming also, no problem. What I can do, simply up to you. See, where you want to create the file, that is not a big deal. Stop the services, the file you keep the statement, and you make it like a init.sql, change the permission, then pass it, start the service. If generic, if you started with binaries, right, that one very easy. It is init.d, stop will stop actually, but I have started normally, right? So simply killed it. You can do this one. 1 minute. Just root rom. Okay. Let me open to yes. So root any MySQL service is there. That's MySQL, right? MySQL. So this one, my automatic service has started. That systemctl one is there, right? It was started automatically. So I from MySQL. Anyone remember the password? What I given password? @/etc. No. I reset it, right? Sam's hash 4321. I think so. This is the correct password. Yes, correct. Okay. Like that, you can reset the password of root user. And one more request actually. Hey, not like that. I don't want to enter password every time. Okay. Every time I don't want to enter password. In that case, what I can do? Very simple. See, from where you are logging into the MySQL, right? There you can create a one file. Exit. Normally, I will log in from here, right? If I'm trying like this, root user, localhost without password, it will not allow. So for that, you can create my.cnf file. Okay. Hidden file. It should be hidden file. Escape I. You keep your username and password, both you can keep it. Component name, client, username root, password actually. I know that, right? What is the password I have? Samsa. What is the previous password? Yeah, Sam's as 123, right? Sam's as 4321. Who will enter every time password? Okay, I don't want to enter the password. Escape colon double EQ. Okay, just it is a hidden file, right? So to reflect one exit, one enter. Okay, ls-la my.cnf file is there right here. So let me log into the MySQL. Wait, some small changes there actually. Permission. Let me give the permission. One minute, huh? Only for root user, maybe condition. Give me 1 minute. Okay, LP at my.cnf. Give me a minute, huh? Escape simply. Okay. chmod 600 dot my.cnf file. Okay, MySQL. Wait. Hey, every time this one irritating actually. Correct only. My.cnf correct only. Hidden file only. It should allow the connectivity. So, wait.
Maybe we need to do reload, I think.
No need reload actually. Straightforward should work.
Okay.
Tested already. This is one good one actually. Like a PostgreSQL also we have PG password. So MySQL also same approach. Hidden file only. Home MySQL correct. ls-la correct. My.cnf. Dot. Let me try. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, I will come back on that actually. I tested with the generic binaries. This is this one, right? What is that? Our YAM repository. So that's what maybe that is also one of the reason. I will confirm in the WhatsApp actually. Okay. Yeah. So later, one more thing for your information, we have actually plugins, password plugins. Native pluggable authentication is there. MySQL native pluggable one, like a MD5 in PostgreSQL. Little bit encryption, not very tightly encrypted, but catching SA2 and SHA-256 both are tightly coupled one. That means highly encrypted. No one can decrypt it actually. That much strong. So this one, 8 series onwards came actually SHA-256, catching SHA both. This one actually 8 series coming. Still, most of the people easy cracking. They are using this one actually. Okay. And one more thing. See, if I know the password, two things I cut it aside actually. If you see MySQL admin proc, you should have the password first. I will come back. Without password, how can you log in? Two options are there. This is one, and skip grant tables also there. That one I will cover in going session. Root -p. Let me Sam's #4321. Okay. So see, no need to log into database. You can display the process, list of process, which query running, from how long it is running, what query they are running, from which IP address they connected, what is the connection ID. That one you can get it from MySQL admin. Okay, MySQL my admin one utility is there, right? From there you can find that one actually, how many number of processes are running or else. And one more thing actually, see, straightforward. Some people requesting this one as well. I will be on the operating system. I will not log into the server, but output should display on the screen. That is also possible. See, MySQL-uroot-p, give your password. Give your password. Then whatever the query you want to run, right? You can run it like a -e command. -e command. For example, see, I want to display users who host to plugin from MySQL.user table by connecting to MySQL database. See, I have not logged into the database, but straightforward from OS level itself, I can able to print out whatever the required things is there. I can print it out actually. Okay, that thing. And one more thing actually, let me log into the database one. See, user management, we don't have more than this actually. Resetting passwords, making password valid, removing the logins, making failed login attempts, password reuse time. This kind of password policies only we can set. Grants, I will come back actually. Tomorrow I will cover the grants. How to give grants, how to identify the grants actually, that one we'll see. Okay. So for today, let me log into the server. MySQL, just MySQL. And use MySQL. One more important thing is there. You see, select what are the default table spaces and what is the respective data files. In PostgreSQL, Oracle, we have straightforward, right? PostgreSQL default table spaces 2, PG_default and PG_global. Oracle system undo some other things are there. In the same manner, MySQL also I have default table spaces. See, default table spaces and location. If you see, InnoDB system main data is there, right? For that one table space is there, InnoDB system. That one will contain file IB data. InnoDB temporary table space, that one will contain IB temp. InnoDB undo table space 1, undo table space 2. That one file name is undo01, undo02. MySQL, by default MySQL table space, storing file mysql.ibd. And sysconfig one table space is there, that is storing /sysconfig id. Can someone tell me, we saw these files somewhere, day before yesterday class. We saw this file somewhere. Can someone tell me where it is? Under which directory? Perfect. Data directory. Where is your data directory? Where? Lib MySQL, right? Perfect. -LTR. If you see, IB data, IB temp, undo 0, undo 1, everything is there here. Correct, right? IB temp 1, IB data 1. So who is telling, hey, whatever the table I am creating, the data go and sit under the data directory? Who is telling? By default, see, all the tables, whatever the InnoDB tables are there, right? Data will go to the data directory, temp files will go to the temp file, undo files will go to the undo table spaces, right? Like that actually. So any point of time you can change it. I don't want to keep my data in a default folder. I can give a separate folder. Yes, you can give it. We will see that one as well. How to modify the table space location, okay? Table space location. This is table space. This is location, okay? So how to change the location of table space, we will see, okay, in later classes. Next one actually, yeah, this one already I covered, right? IB data file can grow up to 64 TB. When if your page size is InnoDB buffer page size is 16 KB. See, let me check that one as well. Log into the server, use MySQL, select so variables like page actually, you will get a page size. So 1 minute, InnoDB page size, okay? InnoDB, for your information, see carefully. InnoDB page size, select, what is this value? 16 bytes by 1024. That means 16 KB. My InnoDB page size is 16 KB. That means my InnoDB data file can grow up to how much time? How much size? Page size 16 KB. Data file can grow up to How much bigger? 64 TB, right? 64 TB. If page size 8 KB, it can grow up to 32 TB. If page size 4 KB, it can grow up to 16 TB. Remember this point, okay? Above field will be depend upon this one. InnoDB, let me give that. These are very important things for interview or survive. Survive, actually, these are very important things. So above, 1 minute. So above one, InnoDB data file size can grow based on actually this one. What is that? InnoDB page size. InnoDB page size. How to get it? Like this. Below one, you can get it default 16 KB. Certification also this question will come. Default 16 KB. Okay. InnoDB page size. So that one already kept it actually. Previous one. Okay. Next one. See. By default auto commit, right? I told already whatever the transaction you are doing, default auto commit. That one you can get it like this. So global variables are variables up to you. Auto commit on whatever the transaction you are doing. For example, create table kind of thing. Once done only. You cannot roll back it. Roll back will not work. Okay. And one more thing. You are in the database server. Up now you don't know how to take the help. Arun, this will be very useful for you in real time. See, we don't know what are the things we can get help, right? Very simple. You can click this one, help contents. If you enter this one, help contents, it will display what are the areas we can get help actually. Okay. For account management, I can get help. Administration, I can get components, contents, data definition, lot of things, help metadata, lot of things, table maintenance, transaction, everything I can get help. For example, see, one of the topic I'll go account management. I will request help from the system. How to get it? Very simple. Help account management. If you see this actually it is saying what can do. You can create a user. You can take help for create role, drop user, giving grants, renaming the user, set default role. Okay, set the password, set the resource group, set role. These kind of topics will be coming under account management. For any topic you can take the help. See, I will take help for one topic. Help alter, for example, see, help I will take for where it is. We'll do one thing. We'll take for set password. Help I will take for set password. Okay. If I want to take help for set password, what I can do? See, already I told, right? Set password for user, that this one. Okay. Make it authentication string actually. For the new user, same password if you want to give, you can make it like this as well. Authentication string value you can give. See, let me show you this one. Right now, select use comma user comma authentication string, right? Auth string. Authentication string, authentication underscore string from user. Okay, let me try authentication string from this one, right? I'll do one thing. Set password. I'm going to set the array. Set password. Which user? Root user. Root user actually. Set password for user root. Root @ percentile. Okay. Set password for user equal to authentication string, right? My authentication string, I will make it this one. One root user password is this one, right? This one is there. So same one I will take it, or else same as Raja user. Raja user, this one password I want to set it here. How can I make it? We'll see. Your password does not satisfy the password reusing condition, right? Bah. Just a minute. Password reuse will not work. So this one for percentile I made it. I can do one thing. Let me take the select user, comma host, right? Host, comma. So same password, even though you don't know the password, whenever you are creating a duplicate user, while creating duplicate user, if you want to give same password, you can use this mechanism. I'll do one thing now. Set password for root @ localhost. Okay, this time one more user is there, right? Localhost. 2 entries are there. For them, I will give this one actually. Okay, now you do one thing. Where user equal to root. Okay, root. I don't know the password, still I can able to set the same password actually. Okay, for both I can set the same password. If you use native plugin, it will be very clearly it will come. Alter user, wait, alter user root, okay, or else update table, update user table, set plugin equal to MySQL native plugin. I told, right? Plugin name, little bit scroll up. I have 3 plugins. I will set the one plugin actually, native pluggable one. Yeah, MySQL native password plugin. Okay, this one is the native one. I will use it. Plugin where user equal to root. Wherever root user is there, I'm making the native plugin. Now check this. Whenever I'm this one, setting that one. Now you try to reset the password. Alter user / root @ percentile. Okay, percentile identified by, for example, nano. Getting passwords, it will become headache actually. Okay, so this one user password, percentile one. Now let me check the authentication string. What is the difference actually? Plus privileges, that is important, right? Plus privileges, and you check it. Select user comma plugin comma host comma authentication. This time actually I'm taking the plugin as well, whether plugin reflected or not. Okay, one user plugin is this one actually. Okay, so while resetting password for plugin, tomorrow I'll show you one function. Whatever the password you are giving, encrypted password will be printed actually. Okay, yeah, let me exit. I have the password now. Nonsense. We know that wrongly this one with as and this slash and this question mark I pasted, right? Do that. So now you do one thing like that, you can get it actually. Help you can get it not only for the account management, administration functions, components, each and everything you can get the help actually. I kept all the things for table maintenance, how to get help, or else the everything maintenance and this one administration and this one account management, right? You can get it. For your information, static variables, MySQL static variables, dynamic variables, both I kept 2 links. System variables, this one dynamic variables. Okay, you can go with this one. You can print the variables later. Okay, which requires restart, which requires just setting the value globally. That one we can find it from these 2 links. Okay, tomorrow we'll do one thing. See, you can print whatever the parameters you want. You can print with the so global variables, print the variables actually, and password until 5 version. This is the condition. Update user set password equal to whatever the password you want, right? Password of enter the password. Okay, where username equal to username and host equal to localhost. Like that, you can reset the password. Okay, and one more thing, if you don't want the 3306 port, you can directly go to the etc my.conf file, change the port 3307, stop the services and start the MySQL services. Later you can check the port actually. See, 3307 it's printed actually. Okay, you can do that one. Tomorrow remaining things I will explain. What the temp table space will, how can I find it, which query, generating more temp files, and I will enter into the remaining concepts. Okay, engine by engine, how to create the tables and remaining things we'll see tomorrow. For today, we'll wind up. Whatever the two things today not worked right, I will ping in WhatsApp. So why it is not working, I will ping you. Okay, this one, while trying to reset the password, it is not asking current password, even though I have enabled parameter. So that one we'll see tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Sorry, you're asking something.